Welcome to another Power Rangers review. Today's episode is from Season 1 of Dino Fury, Episode 11, entitled McScary Manor. We're going to give a quick rundown of the episode and, of course, Monster of the Week rating. But before we get into it, please do give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. So let's get into it. In this week's episode, which is the last that is on that current batch on Netflix when they released 3, so there's going to be a pretty big break, I would assume, before we get more Dino Fury episodes. Don't worry, there will be more Power Ranger related content, from Mighty Morphin to Beast Morphers and other things coming as well. So basically, Pop, which of course is Amelia's grandfather, is at the McScary Manor, and while he is there to do some maintenance work, he is scared off by what he thinks is a ghost. We do learn importantly here that he used to work at Area 62, so I'm sure that will come about with some more intrigue or information and play into the plot at some point later down the line. He heads over to Buzz Blast, where Amelia and Javi are talking about some potential stories. Basically, she's not interested in doing anything other than ghost stories. She does find out about her grandfather's experience and decides to take the keys, despite the fact that he told her not to, and runs over to McScary Manor to check it out for herself. She also has some kind of weird gizmo to the spook snare, I believe it's called, to trap the ghost. But when she gets over there, she finds out it's not a ghost. It is, in fact, another Sporix beast. And this one being Tombtress. We'll get into the Tombtress more a little bit later, but basically Tombtress is there looking for something. She calls on the other Rangers. There's a fight, of course, and it's here we find out about some of Tombtress's powers. She shoots out like a bandage, kind of like a mummy bandage to wrap you up, and she also has a mood blast, which she shoots out, and it amplifies a particular mood that you may be feeling, or it's kind of the opposite. It seemed like it was the opposite of whatever you normally are. It would amplify that mood. So she amplifies Javi. He becomes very over the top, dramatic, and sad. And she also blasts Amelia, and she becomes very angry. When they head back to Buzz Blast, Javi and Amelia are still feeling some of the effects. It takes some time for this to wear off. But Pop and Amelia get a little bit of a discussion. They're not very happy with each other. He's looking for the key. She tells him he lost it. But Javi says that he has it. But of course, they can't just give it back to Pop because then he will know that they are Rangers. So while he is there looking for the key, Amelia shows up in Power Ranger regalia. And we find out that her parents mysteriously disappeared some time ago. So, again, maybe some future plot lines that will come forward. While they are there, the Pop finds what they're looking for. As far as what the Sporix beast has been looking for, it is a key to unlock a new. I guess I don't know what you want to call it, a new Zord, but also it's another power up for their keys. And this one it's a really good one. I have enjoyed. I'm getting more used to the keys and the things they're unlocking. But with this Dino Key, it is orange, and basically it gives you like a nice like firepower. And it also brings about a brand new Zord. This new Zord, again, I don't like the look of some of the Zords. I like the T-Rex Zord that they have in this. I think it's called the T-Rex Champion Zord. But I don't like all the other ones. They're too blocky and Lego-y to me. But, yeah, that's just my thoughts on the Zords as a whole. Void Knight decides to scrap the plan. As far as looking for this weapon, let's take care of the Rangers first. And they all get hit with the mood beam. The Green Ranger becomes scared. Zato becomes very lazy and uninterested, and Ollie becomes very happy and excited. So the three of them are now affected by the Zord, or by the mood blast, and the other Rangers are able to, just Amelia basically, and Javi have to then call on the Megazord and pilot it basically by themselves, with Amelia taking the lead, and they're able to defeat Toontress. So that is taken care of. We have a new Zord, and we'll see how often they end up using this. Overall, a decent episode. I am surprised that we cut the season off here, just because it didn't seem like it seems like it's not really a planned cutoff point. There's not like something to really sink our teeth into for the wait. No cliffhanger. But Toontress, I think, has by far been the best monster of the week that has been featured in Dino Fury so far. We have 5 categories that we look at for our Monster of the Week ratings. It is the design of the monster, or the look of them, the powers, the plan, the success, and the voice. So for the look, I gave a 4. She basically has it's like a giant mummy / pyramid brought to life, very Egyptian look here. And I don't know, a lot of like pointy pyramid hands. I don't know, I enjoyed the look here. So 4 out of 5. For the powers, a 4 out of 5 again. They had the bandage where they could wrap the Rangers up, and they also had the mood blast. A good and interesting pairing of powers, and somewhat more unique. So 4 out of 5. Excuse me. For the plan, a 4. I like the fact that the Void Knight is being proactive and trying to find Ranger tech before they do. So I appreciated that. So again, 4 out of 5. And success, 4 out of 5. And voice is going to be 4 as well. But for the success, they were able to mood blast all of the Rangers, so 3 of them are incapacitated, essentially. It isn't weird that 2 Rangers only needed to pilot the Zords, but you could argue maybe 3, but I gave it a 4. I think that, it took the Rangers finding a completely new Zord to take them out. And then for the voice, 4, we don't always get a lot of more female voices, so it's always good to hear those, and I thought it just had a nice creepiness to it, I guess is the best way to say. So that's my thoughts on overall this episode. I don't know exactly when Dino Fury is coming back. It's coming back to Netflix or Nickelodeon. I'm going to do some digging into that, maybe do a news update video. I know there have been some leaked footage as far as some filmings that have been coming out, so maybe we'll do some stories on that as well. But that's where we are with Dino Fury right now. I'm going to go back to be doing Mighty Morphin and Beast Morpher reviews for now. And we'll see you next time here on a podcast named Tim.